Hello, today we'll be going over the accessories kit for the Red Epic Dragon digital cinema camera. So to start off, we'll be attaching a different plate that comes with it. So it's two screws here, one smaller and one a little larger. And of course, like usual, you have your flat edge. To tighten these up. And then we'll be attaching our battery adapter and then fastening that on the bottom here. Our next steps will look a little different. So we'll be looking here and then here. So this bit attaches to pretty much everything else. These are our rail connectors. There's one for the back and one for the front. So these will go in here, and then there'll be two screws that just tighten up. And then that'll be the same case for the back. These silver knobs will be inserted into these empty screw holes. They don't have anything in it. It's just a smooth surface, so it's just to keep the rail connector bit in place. Following up, we can either attach the rails or attach this part. This part is how to attach this accessory to any tripod. So this will attach to the bottom here, like so. You tighten it with this red lever. It has a lock and an unlock on it, so it's pretty easy to tell which direction you need to push it. Once it's locked, can't move it. And then this is how you attach any camera plates that go to any tripod. The rails will slide through here, and then the tighten is on each side here. Now, after the rails are attached, you can attach other things to the rails. And then let's first talk about attaching this to the camera. So on here you see a safety release lever. This will lock once you press this in. So this part here, this center part, it'll attach to this center part. It'll push these gold pins in, which will push that there. So angle it this way, and then once this is inserted, you'll be able to see that open up. So that is now inserted. It's not going to come out, but just to be extra safe, push it all the way. Now it's completely sturdy. It's not moving at all. So from here, we can either attach additional things to the camera, like the monitor and the battery and the lens, of course, or we can continue attaching to the rails here. So to start off, we have some handles that can be attached. So this part here, it'll slide onto the front here. In this little box, there'll be these dog bones, as they're called, and then these connectors. So these will attach about like this. Once those are fastened, you can either attach this to the rails or attach the handles. I'm going to go ahead and attach the handles first. For now, I'm going to have these just facing upright. It's easier to have it sitting on the table like that. On each of these handles, there's a ball joint, so you can swivel those how you like. I'm just going to have them in a straight up position. And now with this, you can take this, slide it onto the rails as far back as it's willing to let you go. Sometimes this will be blocking here on this side. So what you could do is just temporarily face this like that until you get it all the way back here. And then you can just tighten it up here instead. And then you want to change the other side to match. So with these handles, makes it much easier to carry the camera. But don't forget to then tighten this part, so you don't want this coming loose either. You notice that this is in the way here actually, so I'm just going to loosen this screw out of the way, and then just briefly, and then tighten this, and then retighten that one. So our next steps can be a variety of things. If we want a handle for the top of the camera as well, this is where we have this part here. This will attach up top or on the sides. the multi-tool to tighten. Once that is fastened, then you can take your handle for the top of the camera and attach it. Now you could carry it around like a briefcase, like so. So now we can attach our battery. Any standard V-mount slides right down. We can attach our monitor. Now the monitor is going to get a little cramped in here, but that's all right. We'll put it right here. And we have space for the monitor. And then of course we still have to attach it. So we'll quick attach it there up front. So the camera is looking pretty full right now actually, but there's still more that we can attach to it. So if we attach the lens, depending on your lens, you might need a lens support. This will go and be adjusted how you might need it, just to add that extra support for your lens. This lens is not the biggest, so it's not completely necessary, so I'll be just putting it to the side for now. But you tighten it onto these rails like so with these side screws, and then with this screw here you can adjust it upside down or side to side depending on just how big your lens is. Another option we have to attach to the Red camera is the O'Connor Follow Focus Kit. So this kit can be attached on these rails as well with a screw mechanism like this. This can be on this side or the other side. It's really up to preference there. Tighten this. And now this lens is too small for this at the moment with these handlebar connectors here. But if we really push it inwards, we can make some space for it to just tighten these screws here. This gear mechanism will lock onto this here, and that locks onto the focus of the camera. Now you need to lock a mechanism so this doesn't just fall off. So we'll take something and stick it in there. Which I believe is this. So we could either take the focus ring here and tighten it, or if we need more space, we can take this extender bit. For now, we have enough space to slowly work this on. Just gotta align it right sometimes. So when this is fastened, you can have someone else operating the focus with this, or you can have it attached to an even longer apparatus. This square here will attach into there, and this will attach here. This is just so someone doesn't have to be right next to the camera to move the focus. They can be watching at a different monitor. But for now, we'll detach that. The O'Connor Follow Focus also comes with these rings that attach onto here. This allows you to write on specific sides of the ring and then line it up with this. So let's say you want your focus at 18 and then to 2. You can write on this and then change it like that. And that is the additional kit for the Red Dragon camera.